Myrtle Beach Golf Hall of Fame has been a partnership with the Myrtle Beach Golf Course Owners Association and Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. And of course, I know all of us want to thank them for their continued support in something that is becoming, with every passing year, such an important part of the Myrtle Beach golf community and recognizing the people who make the community what it is. In September of 2008, Burroughs and Chapin Incorporated desired to honor those who played key roles in the growth and prosperity of the golf industry in this region. And that, of course, led to the creation of the Myrtle Beach Golf Hall of Fame. And I'm sure you'll agree that there isn't a better place to house the Golf Hall of Fame than right here at Pine Lakes, the granddaddy, as we'll hear shortly, the golf course that started it all here in Myrtle Beach. The first class of inductees included 6 luminaries of the Myrtle Beach golf community: Cecil Brandon Jr., Clay Britton Jr., Carolyn Cassidy Cadone, Jimmy D'Angelo, General James Hackler Jr., and of course, Robert White. 2 more inductees followed in 2010, George Buster Bryan and Gary Shaw. 2011, Charles Byers Jr. and Paul Himmelsbach were inducted. In 2012, J. Brian Floyd, J. Edward Burroughs. Very dark. In 2013, inductees were Casper Leon Benton and Ed Jordan. And last year, George Hilliard, Doc Burgess, and Chris Gore. All of them obviously very important and will forever be remembered. There are so many, we all know this, there are so many people who make the golf industry in our community what it is. These particular people were brought in by the peers that knew them, that understood the contributions they did, and of course they'll be forever remembered for years and years and years to come right outside. And tonight we induct 2 new members. And obviously we're all thrilled. Philip Goings and Sandy Miles, who take their rightful place among those who've made lasting contributions to the golf community here in Myrtle Beach. And I think particularly fitting that the 2 of them coming together, 2 lives that will be connected forever to Myrtle Beach's 2 most historic and iconic golf courses. Pine Lakes is first, and the Dunes Club is second. Our first inductee this evening is Philip Goings, who spent 53 years at the Dunes Club in a role tied to the earliest traditions of the game. To introduce you all to the story of Mr. Goings, I want to bring somebody up who herself was a fixture in the Myrtle Beach golf community, someone who has spent 26 years at the Dunes Club, a fixture on the driving range and the pro shop. Gives her heart and soul to the game in the same way as somebody who knew Philip really well, Cindy Evans.
Good evening. My name is Cindy Graham, and I'm so very honored to be here tonight performing this duty. When Mr. Jordan came and sought me out at the Dunes Club, Donna had called and said, Mr. Jordan's coming to talk to you, and I didn't know what that was about. And I was very honored and humbled, Maxine, to take on this task. I'm a member of the Dunes Club, been there since 1990. I left Raleigh after 8 years in, I think, about 8 days. I came down, I interviewed with Jeff Dotson at the Dunes Club. Went back to my position, I turned in my letter, packed my stuff, found a renter for my home that I had there, and made my way to Myrtle Beach without knowing a soul. My first day approached, driving through the neighborhood, I met Brenda Rosen, and trying to negotiate this move, I was more than a nervous wreck. But as was his style, Philip Goings made everybody feel at home. He introduced himself, and that was the long friendship that proceeded. It wasn't long after my arrival that Philip named me Cece. Goings carried that on too. And it remained that way even after Philip retired. Philip was rarely in a bad mood. all over the property. From the cart barn, you could hear them all the way up to the putting green. And his patented baby. There was nothing Philip wouldn't do for anybody, member or guest. He treated every guest like they were a member for the day. I always entrusted that the bag drop was in good hands when Philip was out there. He had the most important position of greeting the members as they drove up to the parking lot to drop their bags off. That was the beginning of their stay with us. I never had to worry. One thing I loved about Philip is you could see a storm coming in the horizon. He'd tell you exactly when it would rain. If I had a lesson at 4, he'd say, "Cece, you're good. Won't be here till 5:15." And it rained at 5:15. We've got a great article I think Alan Blondin wrote about the old guard, which included Harold and Leroy, Philip, Jake, and High Pockets and Kidnapper. And Philip was quoted in that article as saying, "I've had a good life down there. Everybody respects me. I've never had a harsh word or been called a name or nothing. Because if you're a good people person, people will respect you much more. If you're a wise guy, you have it." Maxine, Lita, Felicia, congratulations to you as the Myrtle Beach Golf community honors your husband and father. There will be no other like Philip Jones.
Thank you, Cindy, for those obviously heartfelt words. Now I'm going to ask Mrs. Maxine Goins to join me here at the podium as I read the inscription on the plaque that will be placed outside. Just as important as architects and golf course owners are the people on the ground greeting players and providing Southern hospitality that have served as one of Myrtle Beach's primary assets. No one brought a smile and unquestioned expertise to his job longer and better than Philip Goings, the longtime caddy master at the Dunes Club. Goings was employed at the Dunes Club from 1952 to 2005. Goings started at the club as a dishwasher, but moved outdoors where he became the head looper at Myrtle Beach's most famed golf course. A razor-sharp memory made Goings an outstanding caddy master, despite only playing the game once in his life. His personality endeared him to Dunes Club members and guests alike. Fellow Myrtle Beach Golf Hall of Famer Jimmy D'Angelo once said of Goings, "He treats everybody like they're the President of the United States. He's the world's best." Goings worked at the Dunes Club for 53 years, setting a standard for work ethic and service that served the entire Myrtle Beach golf community well. He married Maxine Hughes Goings on March 26, 1964. The couple had 2 daughters, Lita and Felicia, who graduated from Coastal Carolina University. Goings lived his entire life in Georgetown and Maury counties, and when he wasn't with his family or working, he was likely at Mount Olive A&E, where he served as an usher and a trustee. And we have, amen. We have something special for you too, if you'd like to say it.
I'm never really lost for words. But I'm humble tonight. And I'm humble because Philip knew a lot of you all that I did not know. He made my life and my children's life and his family life such a pleasure. Dunes Club was his second home. He loved it just like he loved his girls better than me. He loved the girls. My oldest daughter always says, "If I get married, Mama, I want a man just like my dad. Because he always provided for us, always had something for his girls. I'm thankful for the committee, Mr. Jordan, for nominating Philip, my children, his brother kidnapper, Jay, and Charles, and his sister Ann. We are so humbled that you thought of us and you cared about him in a special way. If Philip was here right now and he's looking down, I know, he would say, I'm a people's person. And he was. Thank you very much.
Pretty perfect. Our second inductee tonight, Sandy Miles, lived a passionate life of service to the place we gather this evening right here at Pine Lakes International Country Club. Nowhere on the Grand Strand is there more of a historic spot. For 1927, Robert White, the first president of the PGA of America, gave us all Myrtle Beach's first golf course. Its success, however, did not happen overnight. And to share some thoughts on the contributions of Sandy Miles, I'd like to bring up two of Sandy's good friends. First, a man whose name to those of us in the Myrtle Beach golf community and community is a well-known one, from one of the most prestigious families here on the Grand Strand, and a man who was certainly a long-time friend of Mr. Sandy Miles. I'd like to bring up Mr. Steve Spellman. Steve?
I wish I could tell everything I know. I love Philip and I love Sandy, as you know, my dearest closest friends. And you know, I just got back from playing golf for 6 o'clock in the mountains and God killed me. I'm going around the golf course and he gave me a little thing he wanted me to read, so I need to read it before I come down tonight. But you know, he passed away on June 28, 1995. And to this day, all of our friends say, I've never heard anybody name in the fun he was brought up to continue. I said, I hope when I'm dead, they're talking about me 20 years. But you know, he did something special. And I'm so glad that y'all have honored him tonight. And especially you, Mr. Scott. This is special. But you know, in the 60s, when he and Beulah got married, came back to run the club, he took over. Fred gave him the responsibility of putting this place around. What we see today is what he put together. What he did with this golf course, he put together. That's what he did with this dining room. The nights he had what he used to call free dinners, only tax and tip. I used to think, what the hell is tax and tip? But he could have been a Broadway producer. He produced a lot of things. And he did things that were special to Myrtle Beach. He's the first guy that renovated the club. And bear in mind, there were only 3 clubs at the time: Dunes Club, Surf Club, Finally. And this was here in 2017. He took this golf course and transformed it into a place that people rather than play golf. He promoted, he taught Cecil how to do his job. They used to fuss about that. But in all candor, he turned around and took this place, made it a great golf course, developed the crest, Pine Lakes. It was special. I got to tell you one story about that. Early on, he hired me to be his lawyer. I said, well, what does all that include? He said, I just want you to be sure the club is protected and taken care of. So one day he walks in my office and says, Steve, Ralph Warren is infringing on my patent. I said, well, I remember we got Bob Lamar, that lawyer in Washington, get you a patent on this, and he's infringed on it. I said, well, what do you want to do? He said, I want to sue Ralph Warren. The man was crashing. We sued Ralph Warren. And at that time, there was a newly appointed federal judge in Florence named Clyde Hamilton. And we go over there and we got our patent lawyers in Washington. The only thing he knew was how to sue and get somebody enjoined from doing something. And Sam said, I look more than that. And they paid me for what they've done to me. So we go over there and we have a pre-trial with the judge, and the judge said, he looked at the crest, and Ralph Lauren had literally taken the final express and put it in his cup. And he was marketing fire out of it all the time. And he said, well, you know, the judge said, well, I've looked at these things and they don't look very similar. I mean, they look close enough to me. I'm not sure it creates confusion in the marketplace. And I was over Sandy, and Sandy looked at me and said, oh, and I said, well, don't worry about it. And he said, so we get in the car and go back to the beach. I'm out the next day working in my tomato garden, and I get a call from my wife, Sandy, and Russell Hart, said, the judge wants to talk to you. And I said, what's this all about? So I go up there and Judge Hamilton gets on the phone, and he said, I understand that Sandy Miles has called Ralph Lauren and threatened him with physical violence. I said, wait a minute, Judge. That can't possibly be true. And I said, oh God. I called down and I said, I got him on the phone. I said, kid, I said, you didn't call Ralph Lauren and threaten me. Of course I did. So I said, we go back and I get on the phone, I get the lawyer, get Judge Hamilton on the phone, he said, I said, Judge, I talked to my client, he did not intimidate that Ralph Lauren. I said, but whatever you want to do, he said, hold on. He got on the phone and he said, I won't get the lawyers from New York, and he had a barrage of lawyers. He said, I want you to get Ralph Lauren's ass down here in my courtroom at 11 o'clock in the morning. And this is in Florence. I said to Sandy, I said, well, we got to go interfere from the judge at 11 o'clock in the morning. Sandy said, well, what does all that mean? I said, it's good for you and bad for Ralph. we go up the farm. He had that big old farm. Kind of like, you know, he bought years ago, he bought this Rolls Royce Hall, big interior around the clerk. He was teaching 6 months when we got. And we go up there and we go in the courtroom. The elevator gets to the top of the stairs, and there are all the lawyers for Ralph Lauren. And they said, can we talk to you for just a minute? I said, not on your life. We go down the hall and go in the judge's chambers, and the judge says, I understand that there's been a threat on Mr. Miles' truth to be untrue. He looked at me and said, you still sure about that? I said, I'm still sure about that. And he said, well, you write down on a piece of paper what you think Mr. Miles ought to get. Ralph Lauren, you write down what you think he ought to get. Judge said, I'll look at it and see if we can do anything about it. They wrote down there and she said, why don't you go write down? I said, I'm going to write down a big number. And I did. I wrote down a big number. Judge came back and he said, you know, y'all are relatively close. I said, we'll take it. He said, you ain't going some more? That was him, and coming home, real flat tire. And I said, I could take him, I'm gonna change that tire. But that's just a funny thing. But the thing that I would like to say to all of y'all is special, just as much as Philip did to the News Club. The things that Sandy did, they went unnoticed. He was great. Should have been a Broadway producer. Should have put on shows. The way he promoted the club. It was the #1 deal back in the early 60s. The way he had Eddie Bodine, who I dearly love, fixing Slam Shout Out on the deal, the way he dealt with the thing, the way he promoted golf, I would say to all the golf courses in Myrtle Beach. You learned a valuable lesson because he taught you all how to promote and how to bring people to Myrtle Beach. I'm glad that finally that we come around to recognize what he really did. And what he stood for was so great. He loved his friends. He was devoted to his friends. And I got to tell you this story because it's never totally about God, but I'm going to tell you some things that were related to God that happened here. One day, he and Jack Devine fly them a parasail. And of course, Jack is the very closest friend. And they bring it up, and Jack probably be hell like this, but I'm going to tell you. Anyway, they come over here in this parasail, and Sandy had decided what we'll do is I'll drive out on the 18th fairway. I'll hook the parasail cord to the back of the town car, and we'll go. And they got to argue, he and Jack got to argue, and Jack wanted to get the parasail. And down the fairway they go. The parasail goes up in the air, out over the trees, and Chris, because they hadn't figured they got to use the fairway. And then everything drifts over into the final and it settled down. And there's Jack up on top of the tree. The engineer was Sandy. He says, well, the easiest way to get him out is if I come just jerk him out of the tree. He trusts Jack out of the tree, falls 35 feet, fails and breaks both heels. Both heels.
I didn't walk for 2 years.
Should have wrote down a big number.
And there's another time, I came over here, 4th of July, and Bill was standing around and saying, where's Sandy, where's Sandy? I said, hold on 1 minute. He just jumped out of the landed on the 18th green. There's more stories I wish I could tell you, but I be shot for this. But what I wanted to say to y'all is, what I want to say about him, he was special. He was really special. And we all loved him, missed him. I promised Cecil that I would say, read something that he wanted me to read. Because he loves Sandy too. And this is what Cecil wrote. And told me if I didn't read it, he'd knock it out. He says, congratulations on your choice of entering into the Myrtle Beach Golf Hall of Fame. I truly wish I could be with you and two gentlemen we have chosen to represent Finest and Yellow Beach. I can assure you, the reason we were able to get the tour championship is because Sandy was sick on his boat in the Bahamas and called me over and questioned why we did not have a PGA tournament. I finally got tired of it and got in my car and drove to Florida and left the Dean. The rest is history. Now, you got to understand, this is Cecil Brandon, who, he and Sandy and I had a high school together. And Sandy had decided that he was, because we couldn't dike seal the railroad regulations, because he was expert in dynamite, that he would go and fix a pothole in our field. And Gene Butler was just beginning to join us at the time. And so we're going down there, and Gene is kind of wide-eyed because he's trying to figure out whether this can be safe or not. But we go down there, and Sandy puts out the dynamite and sets it off, and I'm nervous at that. And it goes up, and it comes right back down. I said, what in the world are you doing? He said, give me a minute. He said, I'll readjust it and I'll blow it out. And he readjusted and we knocked it out. Well, he and Cecil were always fighting to be who was going to be in charge. You know, they were, they were just always arguing. Gene and I were innocent people hanging around. Yeah. The next morning, we were going down there, a few days later, and Cecil was walking along in front of Sandy saying, I told you not to go down there and put out that dynamite. And about that time, Cecil steps into the hole. And here comes the hat floating on top of that. And he gets up and Sandy and I said, I just need kids. But to go on what Cecil said, he says, Steve, Gene Butler, and the kid and I lived so life together before we left for Spartan Young. I'm sure there will be lots of stories told tonight, and all true, of course. In my case, the best shotgun barrel, the best shotgun barrel, a dam built out of plywood, a missed plane in Atlanta, a hand barred back, pushing the boat through the mud to get back in time for one of his famous game dinners, and dynamite duck hunt. He did it that day. The kid is sick. That's what he used to go down here in the morning. Be able to note on the door. The kid is sick. He can't go to that. Every year, at the member guest, he will know all the guests by their first name. And if you were lucky enough, we asked to your guest member guests, they would ask, how's Philip doing? And to be sure, and tell him hello. If we live by Philip smile and warm welcome for the warm wonderful world. You came there in 52. There wasn't but two junior members of the family who came doing service, John Carson. And Philip, and Red, and Robert, and all that crowd took us under their wing. And I used to play golf with them in the afternoon when we get through whatever. Never forgot him. He was a great guy. And it's a real privilege. Philip and Sandy in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. I was looking around the room while you were telling that story, and I don't think I've ever seen a room full of people so interested in a legal proceeding that didn't involve them. As they were. That was fantastic. As I get ready to read the inscription on the plaque honoring Sandy Miles, I'd like to ask his son Scott to come up and stand with me here. If you would.
Two of us up there.
As many as you want. We have plenty of room.
Jack, go ahead, you earned it.
Personally, I think the title should just say he was brassy. But, okay, the title reads, The Granddaddy, the Birthplace of Myrtle Beach Golf. Big ideas and an equally big personality made Sandy Miles an instrumental part of Myrtle Beach's growth into the game's premier golf destination. After serving in the Army, including a tour in Germany, Miles returned to manage Pine Lakes International Country Club. Miles immediately established a goal to improve the profile of Pine Lake and was wildly successful. He coined the venerable Robert White design as the Granddaddy, ensuring everyone knew that Pine Lakes was the birthplace of Myrtle Beach golf. Under his direction, the once languishing course developed a thriving membership and rivaled the Dunes Club as the area's premier social hotspot. It was Miles' idea to serve clam chowder at the turn, and he also brought Rolls-Royce golf carts to the course, marketing plays that attracted national attention to Pine Lakes and the area. While Miles was most known for his success at the Granddaddy, he worked with fellow Myrtle Beach Golf Hall of Fame member Cecil Brandon to help launch Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. When the golf package was born in Myrtle Beach, Miles sent a limo to ferry the first package customers to the course. His willingness and ability to think outside the box helped Myrtle Beach become the destination it is today. Miles married Beulah Gatewood on December 31st, 1959. They have 2 children, Scott and Melissa. We'd like to give you the shadow box to commemorate that wonderful.
Boy, he'd like this. Boy, it's right down his alley. I'd like to congratulate the Goins family. I think it's fitting that Dad and Philip were inducted at the same time. You know, they old school, did it right, you know, and I think that's really special. Philip was a jewel. I mean, Philip, he made everybody feel like a million bucks. I mean, you go out to the men's club, Philip would be there, and I remember, Scott Bobby. And he was just so sweet, man. And he did it the way it should be done. So, very, very, very special. And I think it's fitting that he's inducted in all of that. I wish my grandmother could have been here tonight. She's Hall of Famer in her own right, 97 years old. I said, Grandma, your Dad's going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. You want to go? She said, Scott, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I mean, it'd be too much for me. I said, well, anything you'd like to say? He said, what took him so damn long? It's her son, but she said, look, Sandy put him on the map. Well, he may have, but I mean, that's a mother. But Grandma, I tell you what, if you really wanted a true story about my father and you know, what it was all about, you go by Antigua and you sit down, she'll make you homemade Bloody Mary and she'll tell you the whole story. But, all right, quick story. So, everybody's got their stories about Dad and all he did and, you know, all that stuff. And mine, you know, I started thinking about it because it was such an overwhelming occasion, you know. I started thinking back about stuff that happened. And there's one thing that kind of weird that kind of stuck out. My dad didn't play golf. You know, he never, you know, I never really, well, anyway, the 10th hole at Pine Lakes used to be a little golf hole. They had a little water house off to the left. And it was kind of the easy hole. Well, Dad decided that he was going to build a lake in the middle of the fairway, make the hole a little bit harder. And I think that there they were. And then when it was constructed,
all of a sudden, you know, he's got his, I can't remember exactly, I remember, look, I was probably 11 or 12 years old. I never seen him in a golf shot in my whole life. And he rolled up his Bill Glass, long sleeve shirt, you know, and he sent somebody into the pro shop to get his you know, the driver or whatever. He didn't have any golf gloves. Well, anyway, so he rolls up his sleeves and he's in there and he gets 2 black gloves. I'll never forget it. You know, and I was sitting there watching. So my dad's getting ready to hit a golf shot. I ain't never seen him hit, never play. Didn't like golf. Didn't care that much about playing golf. And he hits the ball, about 275, 280 yard carry over this lake. I don't know those remember the shot. He hits a low riser. I mean, you know, that ball carries the water hazard. You know, and he got the shitty grin on his face. I'm like, I did it, you know, I did it. You know, he takes his gloves off and that was it. You know, he didn't, to him, you know, it was about the moment. It was about the show, you know, it was, and God, he could put on a show, man. The parties that he had and the theme parties and the luau. I mean, I remember as a little kid, I used to come out and stop on and at the pool parties and the girls falling off the diving board and all that stuff. It was really, I mean, it was neat. I mean, you know, silver spoon in your mouth. I mean, I had it, you know, I'll tell you what, I had a good time, I'll tell you. And it was just, it was like, I mean, he took so much pride in doing it right and doing those parties. And then as you know, and then I remember when the Dunes Club had the golf riders were the Dunes Club, and they moved them around. The first year they moved them around, they moved them to Pine Lakes. Obviously, Pine Lakes is the oldest. They're gonna move them over here. And he had the Confederate reenactment troops had cannons out on the lawn, had girls in antebellum gowns, serving men jewels. I mean, it was unbelievable. I'll never forget, one of the sports writers said, when I die, please spread my ashes over the granddad. I mean, it was that kind of thing that he did, you know. Anyway, I mean, he was an entertainer, pioneer, all the above. I mean, you know, when after time went on, you know, he coined, you know, Pine Lakes the granddaddy. I mean, he saw that there was a need. You know, we got to set ourselves apart. And so he said the granddaddy, he puts the entire staff in Scottish kilts. I mean, who does that stuff? I mean, he gets the caddy masters in a full uniform with white gloves, and you know, he serves hot chocolate on number 1 and 10. He serves low country Manhattan style clam chowder on number 7, number 15 with a chef and a black kettle and open fire. I mean, shine every shoe, clean every club. Nobody carries their clubs at Pine Lakes. The service was, it was a production. It was really something special. Dennis was here for it. I mean, we played a lot of golfers, but I tell you, we entertained. I mean, we really did. You know, he was more about, you know, not just a game of golf, but the golf experience. I think that's what he did more than anything. He made it fun, not just a game of golf. I mean, he didn't understand that part. He understood the rest of it. You know, he really did. And you go through life, and you know, we all want to be remembered. And I can promise you this: my father's been gone 20 years. Let me get a second. And he, everybody has a Sandy story, as you've heard, you know. Anyway, I know he'd be proud, and I'm very proud of him, you know. And so on behalf of my family and my father, I proudly accept the gift of being a part of the Hall of Fame. And anyway, Dad, you made it to the Hall. You've always been in my Hall of Fame.
Beautiful words, Scott, obviously, and what's amazing to me as I listen to both
the stories tonight and I look around and see everybody shaking their heads and laughing and having that kind of emotion on both sides of this Hall of Fame induction. Two wildly different men in style, but both of whom did such great things for Myrtle Beach and helping us become what we are. So thanks to all of you for coming, and I look around the room and want to thank you all for what you guys do to make us what we are. Congratulations again to the Goings family, to the Miles family. Safe home, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you here next year again at the Hall of Fame. Thanks for being here.